If you want more FIFA content from me, I'm now uploading exclusive videos to Patreon. The link for that is down below. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com. And of course, you can use the code TVM at checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to yet another player review. We were given the opportunity to unlock a 20-game loan on Icon Moments Best and Icon Moments Roy Keane. So, I thought it would be a bit of a wasted opportunity if I weren't to use them in one way or another, so I've decided to review them. Now, I've used Best. Last year, I did the SBC. Was it for the 93? It must have been, right? So I did the Best SBC last year, used him for a lot of games. This year, I've used the 88 rated version a fair bit. Not a lot, but a fair bit. You know, probably got about 50, 60 games on him in total through draft and loans and different accounts and what have you. So I knew a little bit about him, and I knew that obviously he's going to suit the game very, very well because he's got very good agility, pace, ball control, 4-star, 4-star. It's a good combination, especially for this game where agility and mobility in general is just pure meta. It is what works in this game. So the fact that we had this loan kind of made me think, well, you know, let's play 20 games, make it count. A lot of people, and I would definitely recommend to do this, if you have unlocked it and haven't used it yet, but you are going into Weekend League, literally just use him in Weekend League. Don't waste your games in Rivals or, well, no, that's the only game mode you can waste your loans in. But yeah, don't play with him in Rivals if you play Weekend League, because it's just a waste. You might as well play with him in Weekend League. I'm sure everyone's going to, but just some solid advice there. Now, this card is off the charts good. It is a 95 rated winger without a chem style, so you can imagine what's going to happen when we apply that maestro. In fact, I can tell you, he goes to a 97 rated cam, 98 rated centre forward, left forward and right forward, and a 97 rated left and right wing, and a 96 rated striker, points per position. So if you believe in chem styles, which I'm sure you do, because most of us do, and they are true, I've done some vigorous testing over the last year or two, and I can, like, in my opinion, they really do make a difference. And with Best, it's absolutely no different whatsoever. So his finishing across the board basically goes to 99. Positioning, finishing, shot power, long shots all at 99. Volleys 95, penalties 90. That takes him up to 98 on average, which is crazy. His short passing, vision goes to 92. Short passing itself goes to 96. Long passing goes to 86, which is nice. And then dribbling is again 99 on average across the board. Agility 99, balance 94, reactions 98, and then 99 for ball control, dribbling, and 98 for composure. Such a good card. 90 stamina to boot. That's the team I had him in. I was trying to knock out, well, a few things actually. So I was obviously reviewing him, I was reviewing Keane, I was having a look at Florian Thauvin as well, but I was getting the final Icon Swaps token I needed to unlock my first player, which was Jari Litmanen. Turns out, I already had the amount, and I was doing this thinking I needed it, and I didn't. But hey, I needed it overall, so it's saved time in the long run. But I could have been playing this game with Jari Litmanen instead of Roy Keane. If you're wondering, by the way, why is he getting Jari Litmanen? Is he just impatient? Does he want a review that everybody else has done by now? No, Jari Litmanen is my favourite football player of all time in real life, so I wanted him in my squad, as I do every year since they released that icon. Last year I had... I had the Prime. I think I had the Moments as well. No, they didn't release the Moments, did they? I'm lying, because EA are stupid, and they decided halfway through the Moments promo that they would... it's not fair to everyone. We're going to stop it indefinitely. Like, what is wrong with... Anyway, that was a concern of last year, not this year. Best in game is... Let's be honest, he's incredible. This guy is the difference half the time between winning a game and, well, not. He is so good. I am a massive, massive fan of him. Now, last year, and it may sound stupid to say this, but last year I wasn't actually a huge fan. And I think it came down to the fact that this type of player last year wasn't really that good in game, you know, like, and I always referred to FIFA 19. I didn't do this in 19. I never really referred to FIFA 18. And I don't know why. I think it's because in FIFA 19 we didn't really have in FIFA 18, the only meta we had was the low-driven shot. There wasn't really a meta way to get into that position to take the low-driven shot. it was always a case of just play the game as you would any other FIFA, and then get into the box and score a low driven. Whereas FIFA 19 was absolutely the opposite. It was just a case of pure meta to get the ball from A to B and then into the back of the net. So I couldn't really compare the two. And then, of course, FIFA 20 it's not the same as FIFA 19. In my opinion, it's a much better game despite its flaws. I just feel like with FIFA 20, there is that meta, the high agility, high pace, ball control players that are so much better suited to this game. Whereas last year, of course, you had the Gareth Bale-Ronaldo combination where tall, strong players were the meta. So this year, players like this in George Best are so much better for the game, and they're so much easier to use, and they glide through players. So whereas Best last year for me, I had a good few hundred games with him, but he wasn't really not that saying he wasn't a good player, just didn't enjoy him that much. This year, and in this game, he is absolutely incredible. Like, this guy is going to get a very high rating from me. He pops up with his positioning in the right place at the right time nearly every single time. His mobility, agility, dribbling, ball control, it's all there and on point. He is so good on the ball. It is a bit of a shame, I suppose, that he doesn't have like a 5-star in either his skills or his weak foot. His weak foot would have been really nice, but it's not the end of the world. It's not something that I'm really that bothered about at all. Ball rolls the keeper there easy enough and puts the ball in the back of the net. That's enough of the clips. Let's go and have a little breakdown of this card and see exactly what he is that good at. But what is he bad at? Well, unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you look at it, there's only really one con for me, and I kind of had to pull that out of nothing. His strength. His strength is only 70, and that isn't really that bad anyway, really, for a winger. I think it's about average. It's not really that big a deal. It's just something I had to write down. You can't have a card without a con. Every card in this game has a weakness of some description. He is by far one of the best players I've used this year. He's just the complete FIFA 20 player. He's that agility, speed, ball control, and all the rest of it. I mean, without the chem style, he's absolutely crazy. But with a chem style, just makes him almost perfect. The agility dribbling, in particular, very, very good. The composure. Now, I'm not actually an advocate of composure. I don't really believe it helps any in this game. The stat, at least. But you can feel it on the card that you feel like you've got more time on the ball, even when you're pressured by a defender. As long as the gameplay is allowing, you feel like you have more than enough time to make up your mind as to what you want to do, whether it be a drag back to try and beat the defender, or pass it out from under your feet, or whatever. And that is a rare thing in FIFA, to have a player that good on the ball, that you have that much time to be able to do whatever you want. Now, in terms of an average match rating, it was up there. It was in the 9s. He was just prolific, more than anything, really. Now, I did play him for more often than not. I did actually play him as a right-sided striker. He did dip down into the cam position. I do play 4-1-2 and 2 narrow, so it's not easy for me to say, look, I'm going to play with him as a left wing. I was desperate to win games, so I couldn't really play in a 4-3-3 and out of sort of formation that I don't tend to use, because I wanted to win those games. I wanted to try and knock off player reviews and win icon swaps games at the same time. So I didn't use him in his natural position, but then I don't think many people do, to be fair. There aren't a lot of good formations with wingers this year, as two strikers seem to be the norm. So with that in mind, I did actually use him as a right-sided striker to try and get those near-post efforts, but he was just involved in everything. He got 5 assists, 5 goals in 5 games. That is ridiculously impressive. I have to play more to finish Florian Thauvin and Roy Keane as well. So if you are interested in seeing how that goes, obviously watch the Roy Keane review, watch Florian Thauvin's review, which should be out next in theory. But this guy honestly is brilliant. Now, in terms of value for coins, I've only got it down in there in 80 because he's actually around 4 million, and I just think that's extravagant for nearly every player, or any player I should say. 4 million coins is unobtainable to 90% of the sort of player base, if you will. You'll often see YouTubers tout, it's not that difficult on a road to glory this year to get millions and millions of coins. However, I'm a full-time FIFA YouTuber who literally does nothing but play FIFA. I don't have 1 million coins on any account. So it's not that easy, otherwise I'd be swimming in the coins, right? It's not like I'm not willing to put the time in, because it's all I do. So 4 million coins for one particular player is very difficult to swallow, but honestly, if you are looking for a complete player, this guy is it. If you agree, disagree, or just want to leave a comment for whatever reason, feel free to do so down below. If you have enjoyed the review, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.